we're 10-0 in wrestling. And I might have mentioned this before, or I might not. One of Brittany's matches, if I'm right, was 9 seconds long. Is that right?
1 second.
If I remember correctly, when my sister used to beat me up, it takes at least 3 seconds. You got to hold their shoulder down. It had to take at least a second to shake their hand, so someone got 5 seconds. You got the job done. I do want to also point out with Big Mike, our freshman here, Mike is very versatile. Among other things, he is our most dependable linesman in volleyball. Coach Dieball will tell you that they asked for his Mike. Now, Mike, stand up one more time. The great thing with Mike is whether he gets the call right or wrong, nobody argues with him. He's been a good sport, and we really appreciate it. All right, I want to point out Athletics Administration is kind of the national Bible of athletic administrators. It's a big magazine. Just want to point out that our boathouse is one of the featured facilities on the front cover this year. There's a nice article about that if you'd like to. The likelihood that any of you receive this at home is very small. If you'd like to come look at that, we're pretty excited. And many of you have been to the boathouse. It's a terrific facility, but I'll have that up here for you to come look, take a look at. Those of you that brought canned goods, we really appreciate it. We're going to make a drive for another 6 or 7 weeks. There's quite a stack out there, and we're really thrilled. Within our department, just as in everything else we do, it's a competition. So teams compete against one another to see who can win the coveted canned good drive competition. I will point out the defending national canned food drive champions are our women's rowers. Melanie Borger here has kind of laid down the law that they will not be defeated again this year. So we appreciate your efforts. We all enjoyed a wonderful lunch, and this is just a reminder that there are some that aren't enjoying a great meal, and hopefully this will help. Okay, we're going to start with cheerleading. Brandy Corcoran has been our coach for 2 or 3 years now, and we have just done a terrific job with our student groups, cheer and function. So she's going to give us a little update on some of the things that are going on. Brandy Corcoran.
We have a lot going on right now. Fall, we try to focus on the things that we can't and don't have time to do in the spring, and so we have done a scoliosis drive. One of the girls on our team had a sister that is having to undergo a major surgery, so we started a drive for that. We did a Buffalo Wild Wings night for that to bring money in for that as well, and we're also getting involved now with a Hugs program, Hugs for Our Heroes, which is for the people that put the packages together for Christmas to send over to military, which we kind of got into because one of our guys on the team, on the large trailer team, was drafted last year, and he is right now in Afghanistan. He's been there for a month and a half. Is that correct? About 6 to 7 weeks. So we brought in some stuff, and we've been sending care packages about every 2.5 weeks. The first one we sent comes in all at one time. I guess they don't get mail regularly, so I was thinking I was smart by spreading it out and sending something about every couple of weeks, and he's getting it all at one time anyway. So, you know, it wasn't so smart on my behalf, but those are a couple of things that we've been getting involved in, and I think there's a lot of other sports that are going to help us out with the Hugs program later on at the end of November as well. First competition has not been set yet. We are starting a new program. It's called Stunt. It is something they're looking at putting in the Olympics and looking at adopting into not only, you know, NAIA, NCAA, but everywhere across. And we are starting it this year as well. The first competition is supposed to be set for the end of this year. They have not given us the deadline is in 2 weeks for everyone to register. So as soon as they get the rest of the teams in, right now there's about 37 teams that have turned in entry forms. We are going to be one of those 37 teams. We've already submitted to do that. This will be something new and unique brought to this area. It is a head-to-head competition, and you will have 2 teams out on a mat at the same time doing the exact same skill set. So for those who aren't used to watching cheer competitions and at least watching them and knowing what in the world's going on, this will be easier because you got 2 teams out there doing the exact same thing. So that will be something new that we'll start. We are hosting one here on February 11th. along with our NAIA tournament, so that'll be something good to keep on your calendar. Our first one, we're probably going to end up traveling, hopefully not too far. There's one probably going to be towards Oklahoma State, one in Edmond at UCO, and there's going to be some that are close in Dallas as well. So that's where we'll be looking at to travel either the end of the year or first of next year. We have 2 stunt groups that are qualifying in to UCA Nationals. Their qualification deadline is in 2 weeks, and we'll know their rankings by the next luncheon. Last year we finished up in 2nd place in that stunt group category, down, which is the first week in January, the week that school comes back. We're looking at taking 2 and finishing 1st and 2nd this year. Both of our teams are stacked, and we kind of pull the best together to do those, and it gives them a little extra individual challenge as well. And then back at Nationals again in April to defend the national championship. So it's kind of, we say this is our downtime, but it's almost our busiest time because we try to get our hands into doing so many other things that the kids don't have time to do in the spring, that it makes this time of year hectic as well. Plus, we've already been into volleyball heavily and wrestling, and now we're about to start basketball. So the kids are even spread more thin that direction as well. But things are looking good. Teams are great. We have 16 new kids coming in January. So we got a good recruiting class coming in for the spring as well. Any questions? Okay, enjoy.
Did you say enjoy your food?
Yeah.
Well, that was nice.
It was good. The tip was really good today. We were already talking about it.
Okay. Well, I've already given you a little wrestling update. One thing I'll mention to you, Josh, Brandon, and I were driving over here. We've both been in our women's wrestling matches over the past few weeks, and I just have to tell you, we are good. We're not only are we the #1 team in the nation, but we are good. And so if you plan to come to a women's wrestling match, one, arrive early, because once that thing starts, it literally could only be about 20 minutes till we go through 10 waves. I told you about Delgado. She doesn't mess around, and neither do her teammates. I'll stop there. I'll call up our wrestling coach, Archie Randall. You can tell us about women's wrestling and maybe a preview for the men. Archie Randall.
Our women's program is doing real well. We're currently ranked #1. I think it was 2 weeks ago we wrestled the 2, 3, and 4 teams. We opened up against the #2 team to shut them out 10-0. Won every match. The next match we were a little bit down against King. We lost 2 matches there, and the next one was against the Cumberlands and shut them out too. We're 10-0 right now. I don't think we've lost a home duel or a duel in how many years? 3 years, Rich?
It's about
We're like 59 or 60-1. The girls' team is. We did beat, I think, Cumberland's in 19 minutes. That's how fast we beat them. We pretty well beat them up pretty good. The wrestling real well. We've got a real good group of seniors. I think we have 4 seniors this year that graduate. Right now, we have 6 individuals that are ranked #1, 3 girls that are ranked #2, and 2 girls that are ranked #3. Then we have some of the freshmen that are scattered between the top 8 too. We have 11 undefeated wrestlers right now. We have 11 wrestlers who haven't lost a match yet. We have 4 girls on the USA national team. 2 of the girls are already graduated, Ashley Hudson and Michaela. Ashley Hudson and Melissa Simmons, they're both at the Olympic Training Center right now. Then we have 2 girls on the team. Christine Davis and Michaela Hutchinson are on the team right now. We've got really simple goals for our women's program. #1, we want to win the national dual title, which will be our 4th or 5th, coach? 4th, thank you. I can't track it. I have to keep track of stuff right here. 4, coach, 4? Yeah, 5, excuse me. We'll have to win our 5th title, which will be in Chicago. Then we want to win the WCWA individual title right at King, which will be our 4th title in a row. Hopefully that'll come. Then we also have, this year's Olympic year. This year's Olympic year, December 17th is the first qualifier in Dallas. We're hoping to put 12 girls in the Olympic trials. We think we can do that. It'll be a benchmark for our program. But we also think we can put 2 girls on the Olympic team. We think we have 2 girls that have a legitimate shot at making the Olympic team. And those are our goals for our women's program. And Mr. Abbott is right. If you want to see them, they're They don't wrestle like the rest of the girls. They're a little bit aggressive. They wrestle hard, and they just don't mess around. They all have individual goals that they want to accomplish, which is really good for us. And hopefully, academically, we'll hit 3-5 too. That's what we want as a team. That's what we're trying to do as a team. Men's team is early. We don't compete till November. I think it's the 3rd or 4th, whatever that Thursday is. We open up against OU, which are probably ranked 4 in Division I. But that's okay. We'll wrestle OU. Then after that, we have our home tournament, the OCU Open, which is usually it has us, OSU, OU, UCO, and Arizona. And maybe Bacon, a couple kids from Bacon. We don't get too many in the high school. So the first 2 advances for the guys seem to be a little rough on them. Then they'll be okay. We've got about 33 kids on the team. We're all working hard. We're very talented. We have 9 returning qualifiers back. We've got a national runner-up back in the team. We have a 3rd place finisher transfer in. We've got 2 true All-Americans transfer in. We're pretty much loaded. We recruited, this year our recruiting class included 14 state champions. So we did real well. Then I found Big Mike. Actually, Mike, I recruited Mike when he was in high school. He didn't want to wrestle. He wanted to go to the Marines and, excuse me, the Navy, right, Mike? Navy. But then he went to the Marines, and then he went to wrestle for a guy named Randy Hicks for the last couple of years up there for the Marine Record team. But he didn't look like that when he was a senior. He didn't look like that, I'm telling you. But anyway, the guys team, we're looking to be a top 5 team in the guys team. And you really can't tell with men's wrestling until the season develops. We probably won't know until January how it's going to be and stuff. But we're really excited about both programs. We're really excited about both programs. We have like 60 or 70 kids now, so we're a pretty big program too. Any questions?
Hey, Archie.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned briefly your Facebook, Twitter, and that stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's something that I didn't really know how important it was, but we have Facebook. We have a Facebook connection to the school site, and that thing is just huge. I think we got like 2,000 friends or something like that. I got people Facebooking me that I haven't heard from in 30 or 40 years that are followers. Plus we have Twitter, so we have a young lady named Christy Gar that runs this for me because I can't figure out how to work it. Hey, there are quotes on there, and I'm doing really good. They've had to show me how to with the wall, go to your wall, what the wall. I learned all this stuff, but I'm telling you what, if you want to follow us, if you go on our Facebook page, which is it's under my name and under OCU Wrestling, you'll see all the stuff that we do. We just got back from Dallas with the guys team. We went to a place called GBX, which was it's a place where you try to do team building and stuff like that. And we took these 33 18 to 24-year-old kids into this place, and they played dodgeball. They hit each other with those rubber noodles. They had a blast. Their biggest deal was they had a massive dodgeball, in-the-dark dodgeball with glowing balls. Oh, they had a blast. Of course, we got like, I don't know how many inches. They did rope things, climbing ropes, jumping off and swinging and stuff like that. If you go on our Facebook, you'll see all these pictures of these things that we do. Plus, you'll see we have birthdays. Every time we have a birthday, we do birthday parties. We have birthday parties for the kids. But the girls they really enjoy the birthday parties. The guys, they act like not so much, but they do. The guys are all these birthday party coaches. But when it comes to their birthday, and they have to bake their own cakes. The guys have to bake their cakes. They don't get to buy cake, they've got to bake their own cakes. And you'll be surprised what they've done for each other. It's really amazing. And they like it, they say it enough. They enjoy those birthday things. Any other questions? Thank you.
We need your best dodgeball people when we go to Oklahoma Christian for the dodgeball competition.
We'll do it. We want to sit there and we got it. We got it.
I can attest to the birthday party. I was invited to one that happened in the gym, and they had 4 or 5 what appeared to be homemade cakes. I didn't have the courage to eat any of that. But it appeared to be pretty good. Is that right, Mike? It's pretty good. And I promise, Mike, if you come to another lunch, we will not point you out as well. I just don't want you to be mad at me. Okay. Cross country. We at our last lunch we talked about that we were hosting our first cross country meet. What we have not been able to do is to give you a report on how well Josh Brannon contributed to the meet. And so I thought we'd give kind of a review from the meet that we hosted, and then also an update on what's going on with cross country, and we'll bring up our head coach, Conor Holt.
Last time that usually when Irish people stand in front of a podium like this, they usually say, "No, Your Honour, I did not try." But yeah, Jim's right, and Josh, he tried really hard, but he didn't get his goal time, so but that's okay. Now we've got a few more months here. But anyway, the program's gone well. We hosted our first ever meet at the Oklahoma Publishing Company. And we had 3 races on the day. We had an open race for the community. We had about 90 finishers in that, which was pretty good for our first meet. And then we had a college women's race with about 10 teams in that, 85 runners. And then we had 9 men's college teams, so we had about 80 runners in that. So it was good for our first year. Obviously, the Oklahoma Publishing Company kind of came through, and wonderful grounds out there. And yeah, it was good. As far as the kids on the team are doing, they're young and a very young team. I think the goal that I had this year is just keeping them healthy, because we have 7 girls and 6 boys, and to score a cross-country team, you have to have 5 runners that finish. So it's important that we keep the kids healthy, but they're doing well. You know, on the men's side, we had our highest team finish at the last cross-country meet at OCU, the Bison Invitational, and that's where the conference meet is going to be on in the first weekend in November. So if you're doing nothing on that Saturday morning at around 10 to 11 or 11 o'clock in the morning, come out now to Shawnee, or just get a hold of me and I'll let you know how to get there. And on the girls' side, they're doing good. They started out strong. They came out of the gate strong there. The first few meets, they had a little bit of a bump in the road this last meet, but they've had 2 good weeks of training. And looking forward to see how they race this weekend up in Kansas. We're going up to Kansas for probably the biggest test. It's going to be about 25 teams in the race. And looking forward to that, seeing how they match up against some more established programs. And then 2 weeks after that, we go back to our conference meet, and we'll see if we can sneak anybody into the national meet, which is 2 weeks later after that. So, and then it's recruiting. That's what it's all about. So, looking forward to getting on the road and talking to kids and trying to establish some good ties with high school coaches here in the state and out of state, those kind of things. As far as the coaching staff, my wife was a volunteer assistant. She just got selected to represent the United States, USA track and field at the Pan Am Games in Mexico, and that's going on right now with the marathon. She's going to be running the marathon, and it's on this Sunday in Guadalajara, Mexico. So it's pretty exciting to see that happen, and it'll be pretty cool to watch her race on Mexican ESPN. So on Sunday. And then got a GA that I'm going to be bringing on the program in January, and he's going to help a lot with recruiting, and looking forward to doing that. So, and I think that's it. As far as the future of the program, we're going to be hosting some road races in the spring, and one of the parts of hosting a road race is the groundwork that's involved in it, and we're going to be going ahead and getting our own timing system, and I'm going to go all out, and I'm going to find the best timing system there is. And they usually run anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. So got a few sponsors in that we're working with and stuff, so it's pretty cool. We're going to be probably hosting 2 races in the spring. One on the campus right now, April 21st, and then I'm working, maybe running one down at the Devon Boathouse in February. So that's the plan as far as that. So is any questions for me at all? Good, I'm off the hook. Excellent. All right.
However, Nikki, next Tuesday is our final volleyball match, and it's senior night. Is that correct? You want to kind of quickly give us any other volleyball?
We took down St. Greg's last night. It was which that's kind of normal for our program, but the girls played really well. We just came back from Chicago where we played Grandview, who is ranked and has been ranked in the top 25 all season. We took them to finals, played probably the best we've played all season, and so our consistency is coming. And so we're just excited to finish out. We have OBU Friday at home, so that would be awesome if you guys would come. And then senior night is Tuesday at 7.
Okay, any other announcements before we do door prizes? I'll just tell you quickly, someone mentioned homecoming. One of our great traditions at OCU is playing basketball on homecoming. That tradition relies on our opponent fulfilling their contractual obligations to play us. I am explaining that to you because our opponent is not fulfilling their contractual obligations, so we don't have a basketball game on homecoming. It's completely Neon's fault. No, it's not Neon's fault. It's too long to explain, but we had a contract to play a game, and the school bought out of that contract at a very late date, and it leaves us without a game. We have many games coming up. In our upcoming luncheons, you'll hear from Rob and from Dion about basketball, but I just wanted to, at least, I probably made it harder to understand than it ought to be, but I'll be happy to explain it to you. All right, Melanie, we ready? Okay.